Hey there, my dude, I'm glad you made it through. 'Cause some days are tough, some bros more buff, but you, my dude, are enough. So let's post up and chill for a few, answer a phone call or two. At Hug Your Bros, that's what we do. Oh, what up? Thanks, Caleb. Alright, later, dude. Sick. Oh, this is a sick-ass cardigan. Thank you, dude. So whether you're crushing it or feeling not so legit, let it all go and hug your bro. What up, dude? Welcome to Ep 4 of Hug Your Bros. We're streaming live from Friday Beers HQ here in Santa Monica. Dude, we got Sonny with us here today, dude. I'm going to tell you why he is. Mainly, it's because my wife was unable to watch him today, but there's another reason. We got Caleb going beast mode on the sticks. What up, Caleb?
What up, bros? How we doing? We got a fantastic episode for you today. We might have a guest. I think we're going live on Instagram right now, but hard to say. We'll find out after.
Some of these things you just don't know. Also, heads up, QR code. One day I'll get that right. I always want to go left. One day, QR code right here in the corner. Aim your phone at it. Cue it up. If you've got a question, hit us up. We can talk anything. But today, what we're talking is body positivity. And that's why I have my bro Sonny here with me today, because dogs come in all shapes and sizes. And you know what? They're confident little creatures. Once you give them support and love in a home, you know, they might be shy at first. This little guy was real shy when we rescued him. And now he wants to fight a bus. He wants to run straight into oncoming traffic. And look, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm saying he's confident as hell. And we all have our insecurities. Me, for instance, I have a very small penis. Very small. Very tiny. And for years, I didn't like myself because of that. I didn't talk to ladies when I had otherwise charming personalities. Do you know how many good-ass jokes ladies were missing out on because I had a small little penis and I don't want to talk to them? Yeah, a lot. Tens of ladies. So my bros, of course, Chad and JT, they went out and made it a social issue to try to reinvent society, which we're still a cause in process. But in that process, it made me realize, you know what? It's fine that I have a little tiny dink. And I worked on other moves. It made me better at sex. I'll say it. Necessity is the mother of invention. I had to invent so many moves, like having my wife pick me up and turn me over so we could both vert 6'9" each other. That's something that I would have never done if I had a big dick. I'd be like, oh, I'm playing Xbox and let's do doggy later. No. Not to say guys with big dicks can't do other positions, but I'm just saying it would behoove them.
That's the mentality you'd have.
That's the mentality.
You're not going the extra mile if you already got it.
Exactly. You would call if I had a big old dick, I'd also be an asshole. Like I'd be a bad guy. I'd call my wiener the loading zone. And I'd tell my wife, go ahead and back up on it. Beep, 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 beep. That's what I'd do. I'd be the loading zone. No one wants to hang out with that guy. They want to hang out with this guy. Hey, name's Strider. Small little cock. I'd like to join your trivia team. Sports and history are my subjects. And in fact, there's an era for everything in anyone's body, and everyone has their own version of a small wiener. The ancient Greek statues, if you ever look at those, besides David, which is a giant statue. Sonny just shook my hand, so fucking cute, dude. Dogs are also just perfect creations too, dude. Sorry to get tangential on that. All I was saying is ancient Greek statues have little dicks, which is nice, and it's artsy. My little dick's artsy. I'm embracing it. I'm owning it. It was a process to get there, but I hope in whatever you're struggling with in your body, whether it be height, weight, muscle mass, calf thickness. Sick calves are legit. The ability to grow facial hair. I can't do that. I can't do it well. Whatever it is, there's a way over it, and beauty is more than skin deep, and it's not just on the surface. So there's other areas of ourselves that we can work on that will get us there. And we'll talk about that on today's episode and more. Once again, you can call in regarding that. You can share anything, questions about how to, get your head in the right space or be stoked on something that, maybe you're not so stoked on right now. And to help us kick things off, we have a special guest today. And this guy, he's the most laid back dude I've ever met. You become friends with him instantly. He honestly is the president of just personality. He's the president of personality. I'm telling you right now, the guy's got it all. Honored to have him on the podcast today. Please welcome my good friend, Rusty Featherstone. What up, dude? Thanks for being here, dude. Sorry I couldn't get up and greet you. I got a little Sonny.
Dude, no worries.
Dude, look, give a little Sonny some love, dude.
Hey, Sonny.
Give Sonny a hug. We usually start off our guests with a nice hug.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Someone read a stat that said, dude.
Sonny did not like Tanner. That's the first
Tanner Cruz. Yeah, dude. He hasn't growled at anyone besides Tanner, dude.
Whoa.
So we do it. Tanner tried to come in here, and Tanner's a great guy, too.
Yeah.
Sonny, it's okay.
But he's got some characteristics that might spook a dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? He has a very commanding presence, and I think right now Sonny was under the impression that he is the alpha of the room.
That's true. He's always.
When another dog comes in, they're obviously going to
a rival alpha.
Total. And Tanner is known for being in the office wearing nothing but a robe and having a lit cigar.
Yes.
Which is very alpha.
It's very alpha, but it also can be off-putting to dogs.
Yeah, dogs. Maybe it was mainly the cigar stuff.
Right.
Or the fact that he's not wearing any bottoms but with a robe.
Right.
And socks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, dude, stoked to have you here. Sorry, Sonny got our little set watchdog here. Rusty, you're the man. I think.
So you're the man.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, I'd like to interject and say I also concur that Rusty is the man.
Oh,
thank you.
Just got off a shoot with Rusty. We went to Galaxy's Edge
Yep.
at Disneyland, and it's not work when you're working with Rusty.
We had a ball
true.
yesterday. We spent. I built my own lightsaber.
What?
Me and Willie built lightsabers.
What color was your Kyber crystal?
Green.
Sick.
I always thought I was more of a yellow guy or maybe like a pale blue guy, but I think that might just be because I want to be different.
Yeah.
But I think it makes sense that I'm a green guy.
I think so too. I think also green is in right now.
It's in vogue.
Yeah, we're decorating our apartment. I'm seeing a lot of houses being painted green.
My mom let me when we were building our new house when I was a kid. My mom is she does interior design for a living, so I had almost no input, obviously as a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
But she let me pick the color of my closet. I went dark green.
Nice.
And a lot of people when they come over, it's kind of a talking point.
It's probably pretty relaxing in there.
Yeah, it is. But it's an old house. It's from the 1700s. We ripped it down to the studs and kind of rebuilt it. So I think there are some spirits maybe that linger in those.
That's what I was going to ask
nooks, those crannies, stuff like that.
Do you think there's ghosts for sure?
I think in my house, I just say why risk it?
Yeah.
There's one step that is shaped like a coffin, and I've lived there since I was in 7th grade. I've never stepped on it.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I thought that is someone's coffin.
Yeah.
I don't want to disturb the ghost.
Very smart. Very, very smart. And tactful.
Right.
And you are a man of tact. You are a man of, decision.
Okay.
What do you have to say to our listeners today and viewers here on the live stream? What up?
What up?
When it comes to being comfortable in your skin,
Right.
I feel like you were born this way. I feel like it comes innate to you. But are there things that you do or little reminders or any things or things to just keep your
Yes.
spirits up?
So I don't mean this to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have one of the stranger body shapes for a man. And there's nothing wrong with that. And here's why. I have a very large body above the waist until it gets to my arms. And then my legs have been described as quite skinny. And that to some people is strange. They've never seen it before. They don't know how to deal with that. I like to, and I'm not joking, I am trying to get more comfortable being naked.
Yeah, dude, that's huge.
Because now when I like leave the house, I can cover up my body.
Yeah.
And you should be doing that. You should not be showing anyone anything they don't want to see. But when I was, until very recently, no one would see me naked. Mm-hmm. If I was naked near a woman, and I had to go to the bathroom, I would grab my boxers off the floor, put them back on under the covers, and then get out for 2 reasons.
Yeah.
I have a very strange butt, and I have a very small penis.
Yes.
And I wanted them to see neither of those things.
Yes.
But I've gotten better about that. Last night, this is a very fun move if you guys want to do this. I got home from Galaxy's Edge at Star Wars World. I had bought a robe, and I had my new lightsaber. Texted my girlfriend. I said, I'm going to FaceTime you, wait 10 seconds, and then pick up. I turned all the lights off in my room, put the phone across the room. She picks up. It's pitch black. Lightsaber emerges. I'm wearing nothing but the robe, so I'm naked under that.
Let's go.
And so you could just see when I was waving my lightsaber around, you could see my penis in the green light.
Oh.
She thought it was the hardest I've made her laugh in a while.
And probably horny too.
I don't want to speak for her, but yeah, I think she was ready to jump my bones.
Thank you.
And
thank you for sharing this.
Yeah.
Because one, that's awesome. What a move. I'm taking that to the bank. I'm going to go to Disneyland, just walk in, build a lightsaber, and do that with my wife. Genius. And men can be sexy.
Yes.
And sexy is getting to that place of confidence. For some of us, for jacked dudes, that just takes a pair of board shorts.
Yes.
For some other dudes, like you, myself, it takes a lightsaber and robe. And some good quality timing, maybe a little more thought. And that is a beautiful thing to do. For me, I always wanted to get to a point where I could be sexy for my wife.
Yes.
As a man, we look at the female form, it works for us.
It's inherently sexy.
Correct.
Yes.
Speaking of art, like it's a statue. It's I think the first ever statue they found was like of a woman, right? Like of a woman's body.
It's the most beautiful thing in nature.
I want to reciprocate that to ladies.
Yes.
But it's tough to do. I can't wear a thong, bend over and go whoops and have my wife like that. You know, and it'd be a Carhartt thong. It'd be a badass thong, but
maybe. And I'm not saying I've done this. I'm not saying that. Am I saying I did do it? Maybe. My girlfriend left some laundry at my house. There may have been a pair of clean underwear in there. I may have given her a FaceTime hammered wearing them. She may have gotten a huge laugh out of it.
Yes.
Was it sexy? Maybe not. But I think one of the things that is attractive when you are a guy, like neither of us we have fine bodies, but there's nothing crazy happening here.
No.
What is sexy about it is when a guy that has, a unique body type is completely comfortable with that body.
That's right.
It's kind of like swimming with your shirt on. Like you're not fooling anyone.
Yes.
But you are telling the world, and you can swim with your shirt on if you want, but if once you get over that hump of shame, it's way cooler to be the guy that's complete. Like I'm also very hairy. I used to shave I would just go in Florida. I used to shave my chest for darties and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I finally was like, you know what? No, this is who I am. And people think it's rad when you are completely comfortable in your own skin.
Confidence is sexy. Also, wearing the thong, doing that intimate. Sometimes I'm thinking, maybe what women find, I know this, my wife loves emotional connection.
Of course.
She loves that. We go on road trips a lot together, like you said, Caleb, it ain't working when you're with Rusty. So, she gets jealous. Like I'm like, hey, I'm on a work trip, but I'm having a time of my life. And then I'll come back and I'll get off a flight and I'll be horny. Okay?
Poor guy.
I've been out of town for a while. And my wife's like, you know what? We got to do something to emotionally connect. Now I know that. So I'll plan something. We'll go to a farmer's market. I'll of course, humor is a way that we connect.
Yes.
Use your tools. Other guys maybe use different tools other than humor. I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head. Caleb, you're a funny guy. How do you connect intimately? Like, do you use besides humor? I mean, of course, sharing vulnerability is huge. If you're being emotionally honest.
This might not be the funny answer, but I do think, look, don't get us wrong. We would all love to have chiseled bods.
Yes.
Like at the end of the day,
You kind of have one.
yeah, I have a fast metabolism, but like I don't work on it, so like I don't have like a chiseled like
Right.
8-pack abs. But
And it is good to work out. That we also want to say balance that. Don't lean into who you are, embrace who you are, but also take care of your body.
Strive to be sexier every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever your car is, your vessel. Some of us have Ferraris, other of us have Chryslers. You still got to take them.
You
You
can
got
soup
I
up
think
a
it's
Chrysler.
how you
to soup it up and make it look cool.
Yeah.
Could put a fish tank in there, a subwoofer.
Yep.
You could pimp that ride. Pimp your ride.
I do think what a chiseled bod and like a jacked man has is confidence.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately, not speaking for all the ladies out there, but what women ultimately are attracted to, or people in general, is confidence. If you walk into a room and you have confidence, so if you're born with just like, superhuman physique, you're going to have that naturally. But what other guys can do is just exude the confidence in their own skin. And I think that is ultimately going to triumph over however you look on the surface.
Yes.
And there's ways to do that. You could become, if you've got a strange body and weird energy and no sense of humor, maybe you're the best bird watcher. Maybe you're so confident. Maybe before you go out, you have to sink 10 free throws in a row, and you go, I fucking drained free throws tonight. Before
They don't ask how. They don't ask how. They ask how many.
Exactly.
However you can get yourself there, do it.
That's it.
I will say. So I posted a picture. I posted a story of my girlfriend the other day at dinner, and one thing I'm very proud of is that she is very much out of my league.
Yes.
And I will get DMs saying that. And a lot of guys would take that as no. It's like in a complimentary way where they're like, good work. But some guys would take that as like a dig at you.
Yeah.
The way I take it is I'm playing out of my league because I made this work. Some people would be dealt this hand that I have right now and they'd roll over. You got to keep fighting. Play the hand you're dealt. Work with what you got. Make the best of it. I actually think, and Strider, you may have experienced this as well. I think not having the perfect body is an advantage.
Yeah.
And here's why. When you show that you're cool with this, you're trying to make it better. I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to get down to my cruising weight again.
Yeah.
But if you are confident and you are clearly fine with this and you're making it work, girls are like curious about how you've got in that mindset. Or they think, does he have a lot of money?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
No, yeah.
Is he overly funny? Not totally. But you get your foot in the door because they go, he has to have something if he is fine with how he looks.
Correct. And then you go down on your lady.
Yeah, that's very important as well.
You're a giver.
Yes.
You're a giver. That is very important. And Rusty, so beautifully put, and thank you for sharing that too, and especially about the DMs, because that is, my first inclination is to be like, well, screw you guys. Like, what are you saying? But at the same time, I'm glad that they're stoked. And we use this phrase, out of my league. And I do know that sentiment, but the truth is, us as individuals in all facets of life, we're our own worst enemies. We create our own barriers. So if we can break down our internal barriers, greater society is not going to do us any favors. So we got to help do ourselves a favor and have bros in our lives helping us do those favors too. Giving the positive encouragement, giving the whatever. Like if you showed up at a darty and you shaved and you're my bro, I'd be like, okay, I know maybe he's insecure. I'm not going to bring that up. I'm not going to razz that. And then if I see you not shaved, I'm going to, for the first darty, maybe senior year, you're finally living in your own skin. I'm going to go, hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
I see you, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go run the beer diet table together.
Nothing is better than like having one of your boys. Like recently, I trimmed up my mustache, made it all kempt, and like to have one of your boys be like, "Hey, I noticed that, and it looks good."
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if it doesn't look good,
So Caleb grows fantastic facial hair.
Thank you.
That plays to my point earlier of know your strengths.
Yep.
Lean into them. Have fun with it. I've been known to do the mustache goatee combo.
I love that. Yeah.
Which, do I think that's the best look? No. But when you're out with that, that tells other people I don't care what you think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to have fun with my facial hair.
Yeah.
I'm trying something out. That's kind of another thing. Take risks.
Yeah. Live life.
I am trying to start wearing shirts that are actually the size I should be wearing.
Yes.
Right now, I wear XLs. This is too big of a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a cool shirt? Yes.
It is,
Should
yeah.
I have bought it in a large? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you wear clothes that fit, because like again, it's like at the swim-in with your shirt on. I'm not fooling anyone. No
Yes.
one sees this shirt and goes, "Oh, he must have a crazy body underneath." They know exactly what I'm hiding.
Mm-hmm.
You got to lean into it. I'm 24 now.
Yeah.
I got to start wearing clothes that fit my body.
That being said, you guys are about to take advice from two guys wearing shorts. So just be careful of that. Imagine if you went to a therapist's office and your therapist was in shorts. Immediately you'd be like, I can't. Or any financial advisor, you
Right.
showed up in there wearing shorts. I'd be
And
like,
he
you
has,
don't
and they
know.
have mid calves. They have striped mid
Yeah,
calves.
yeah. We're both
on.
wearing postmen. We're two postmen on our days off right now.
That's
But
actually a good point. What the fuck do we know?
I don't know anything about fashion, but I do know. Have your bros backs. Rusty, do you want to stick around for a call?
I would love to sit
Yeah.
around as long as you'll have me,
Thank
but
you.
I think Caleb has a
Well,
thought.
no, I just wanted to say we've had Cole waiting in
Okay,
the queue for
let's
a bit,
do it,
so I
dude.
want to get
Let's
him
go.
in there.
Okay, wait. Can we just tell Cole, please don't show us your dog?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Show us your dog, not your dog.
I know
Not
we're
yet.
talking a lot about dongs
Yep.
on today's episode, but it's not a invitation.
He's
for
like,
to
you guys
show
think
it."
yours are small.
Yeah. Exactly. Take this.
Take a look at this.
Also, I will say, like you guys just said, we're not experts on this. If you disagree, call
Right.
in.
Yeah.
Let us know where we're wrong.
Please.
Just because we have microphones does not make us
No.
the
You can buy these
experts
at
on this.
any,
Yeah.
at any
Anywhere.
Best Buy
Anywhere.
in the country. There's almost no barrier to entry to this. So we have not earned the right to tell you that we're experts, but
No. These are things that have worked for us in certain settings, but let's
Let's welcome Cole to the stream. Cole, how we doing?
How you going, guys?
what up, Cole?
I'm
Yo,
doing
what up,
fantastic,
dude?
Yeah. So I went a little bit graduated college. Finished my last
Wait,
assignment.
Cole.
Wait, I'll turn him up.
1 second. The
Hold on 1
volume's
second.
a little low. We're gonna turn it up here.
we're live streaming, so you're gonna wanna let me see. Is this
There you
more
go.
in frame? Okay, guys, more.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Good to go.
All right.
Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, no, can you hear me now? Cool.
Nice
Yeah, so,
Verizon
I
wireless
graduated-
quote. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just graduated college. Like what was it? Today. Put my last final in. About 2 hours.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm kind of like at a point in life where it's kind of weird for me to get as excited for a lot of stuff. I'm moving to Cincinnati tomorrow morning. I mean, life has been going super quick, nonstop, and it feels like it's just been nonstop change. And I feel like I'm having a lot of issues just stopping and appreciating what's around me. And I'm aware of the fact that tonight is going to be the last night that I see a lot of my college friends, or maybe not. And it just kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to get myself into the mindset where I'm going to go out and enjoy myself tonight, but it feels really hard when there's just so much going around nonstop. So I don't really have body
You know,
issue stuff.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I think what it is, you're thinking about that future. And when you look at that future macro picture, it's going to be daunting any way you shape it.
Yep.
Because there's so much
Yep.
stuff you can't control down the line. And you're seeing, you got to get through those woods. And the best way to do that is one step at a time, brother. So tonight you go, you enjoy yourself. Tomorrow you've got your move. And you just take those moments as they come, and you live. And it sounds cliche and kind of lame, and it's something that I actually did see when I was buying crystals with my wife one time. She likes to buy different stones, and we were buying a paperweight stone for my desk area, and in that shop it said, just be present.
Yep.
And that's it. And it sounds like you're already doing that.
I have something on this, Cole, because I am kind of experiencing a similar thing, or have been for the past couple of years, where I used to be chomping at the bit to go out, go do something. And I've kind of lost that like zest to go out and like make memories, whatever. But what I have learned is it's kind of like when you're a kid and you don't want to go to a birthday party and your mom's like, just go for 10 minutes. I promise you're gonna enjoy it once you get there. And then every time you come home and you're like, that was the best. Once I just get myself to go out there and do it, then I feel much better. I would listen to the song "Damn Good Goodbye" before you go out tonight. It's about people going to college, but it has a similar narrative of the last night together. You want to make a good story out of this. Go out on a high note with all your buddies that you spent the last 4 years with, and close this chapter with dignity. You don't want to let it fizzle out. You want to go out with a bang.
And that being said, don't go too hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Don't rip a billion shots, but take your shots.
You want to remember it. You want to remember that.
Exactly. Remember it. Dap it up with the boys. If there's a lady that you're thinking you never said anything to, you go right up to her and you say, I'm just a guy looking at a girl. And I know we're moving on with our lives now, but I think it'd be nice if we stayed in touch. And yeah, you're going to be able to stay in touch with some people. Maybe you never see some people again, but life has changed, man. Embrace the change and just grow with it.
I will also say the people that are meant to move with you from chapter to chapter in your life will do that naturally.
Yeah.
Don't worry about like people getting left behind. If they're meant to be in your life, they will be in your life forever. There are buddies from high school that I, will be friends with for the rest of my life. There are guys from college that I'll be friends with for the rest of my life. And there are some people that you thought would be that way, and life doesn't shape up that way.
Yeah.
But whoever is meant to be in your life will be there for you. We all have a plan, so just make the best of it.
Yeah.
I think would be my advice.
And it's great. And if there's any time to be stressed, this is it. You're graduating college, and then you're moving tomorrow. Those are two huge. Yeah. Moving is very stressful. Graduating college is a massive commencement. Is beginning of a next chapter.
Yep.
So,
but I will say. I look back on, high school times and being like, what was I stressed out about? It all works out. I look back on college. I go, I wish I would have saw the big picture.
Yeah.
And that this is a time that you would kill to go back for. And, once you leave, that 10 years after college are a time where you think you're now a full-fledged adult. But I had a thought this morning when I was driving to work where I was stressed out about something. And I was like, in 10 years, I would kill to be in this car driving where I'm driving. So I think just take it, like Strider said, take it day by day. Be appreciative for how great this like weird life is.
Yeah.
And everything's going to work out. It always does. You've never looked back on a part of your life and been like, wow, that all went exactly as horribly as I thought it was in the moment.
Yeah.
It's always going to work out.
And dude, I think,
what
up? I was going to say just one good thing you should do to get your boys amped is when you get together to all rip a shot together when you're pre-gaming, right? When you're about to cheers, be like, hold up 1 second. I got to get something. And then come back, bang, mangina. All the boys.
Mangina.
They're going to love that. Just a good, just bam, a good Buffalo Bill, just bam.
Right.
The boys are going to like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe think about if your crew's into that kind of thing. But if they are that kind of guy, it always gets a laugh out of me.
It's great. Rusty and I mangina each other all the time.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of I'll look down at my shorts and be like, oh, damn it.
Yeah.
And then wait for someone to look over and be like, I sat in gum. And then it's your hairy ball sack.
Yep. And we do it in the office all the time. Actually, we have an HR meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you going to say, Cole? You got one more? Hit us with it.
Yeah. I'm also bald, and it's kind of a bit rough for me at the.
It looks fucking sick.
Yeah, you look awesome.
Yeah, you look jacked.
That is.
Wait, what
thank
protein?
you. I play rugby.
Yeah, let's go.
That's sorry, continue.
What do you got behind you? You got creatine behind you on the fridge? What is that? I see something in there. What is that? Monohydrate?
Pistachios, and then some bargain bin protein powder I got over there. So
let's go.
So Cole, This is exactly what I was talking about before you got on. There are guys, I don't know if this was a choice or if maybe your hair was thinning and you committed to it.
Yeah, it's
When
going.
I have buddies that, sorry, what'd you say, Cole?
No, it was going. It was going. My bad.
I have buddies that would look so sick if they just accepted that you don't have a full head of hair anymore. When you commit to shaving it and going bald, everyone thinks that is cool. Everyone thinks it looks cool, and everyone respects that you committed to it. Granted, I've never seen you with hair. I can't imagine you looked cooler with hair.
I agree. I 100% agree. And I think it's one of those things you just truly have to embrace. There's no way around it. And
It
you
looks
look
like you have, because
I was gonna say,
rocking it.
and dude, you wear it well, and like maybe if it helps you embrace, like I just picture bald dudes doing certain stuff. Like I picture you being a sergeant, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, or maybe an ump. Maybe you ump. Like these are things that it works with the look. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Committing to your strengths, admitting your weaknesses, turning your weaknesses into
Wait.
strengths.
Are we losing you, Cole?
Maybe.
It looks money,
Looks money, dude.
and you did the right thing. When the hair starts to thin, bald is the coolest look.
Yep.
The only reason everyone else is not bald is because we would have to shave it every single day.
Absolutely.
Like, there's a reason we all do buzz cuts once a year.
Yeah.
It's because everyone yearns for the freedom that you have.
Yes. Sticking your head out a window, it feels good.
Yep.
So I think you're doing great, bro. I think you're doing great, man. I hope any of this helped. Thanks, bro. I think the audio got a little whack, but I like that you packed a lip too. Legend, dude.
Hey,
Great to
thank
meet
you,
you,
brother.
Cole.
Keep us updated.
Hey, all the best and congrats, bro. Have fun, man. Enjoy
Have
the
a time
moment.
tonight.
Enjoy it. The rest of life is coming no matter what. Enjoy the little things.
Later, brother. That guy's the man.
Great dude.
Also, a lot of positivity in the chat, which I love to see.
Nice.
What's chat saying here? Yeah, let's check in with chat.
Bros rocking the look. Way to commit to it, Cole.
Cole, check this out if you're still listening. I hope you are.
Yeah, congrats. Bro is jacked. Cole is a dog. Cole
Yeah.
slaw. Lots of great Cole shout outs in the
Yep.
chat. And we love that. You know, we like a good positive space. We don't want this to turn into like some bad internet.
That's what that is.
Chat
If you have
forums.
bad energy, just send it towards me. I can take it. That's fine. Just give it to
Do
me.
it privately.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it to me.
Well, Strider, we have a very exciting. If what I think is about to happen is what's happening, I think we have a repeat caller.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Coming back in.
Let's
from
go,
last week's
baby.
episode.
Good boy, Sonny. You're being a good boy.
I could be completely wrong in this, but I believe Luke gave us a call last week, and then Kobe he sent me a private chat. He's got a great topic to talk about, so just sit tight, Kobe. We'll get right to you, but Luke.
Wait, is it COBY?
Yeah.
I know a Kobe.
That's a cool ass name.
Yeah,
Kobe,
it is a
dude.
cool ass
Looks
name.
like we don't have Luke on camera, so
That's all right.
Oh,
Luke,
bro, sorry,
he's
to see you there.
He's here.
Luke, you're here.
Hey, how's it going,
What up, Beast?
What up?
bros? How you doing today? Good.
Dude,
Chilling, dude.
a
How
lot
you
better
doing?
now that you're here.
Thanks. Strider, Rusty, you know what? Big fan, little starstruck, but this is more for Strider because he was helping me out last week. I just wanted to follow up because you were giving me some advice. I was telling you last week I was having some problem with my roommates, or as like my friends called them, my parents. And
Yeah.
one thing that you were telling me to do is maybe find like a summer job because I'm a teacher. I'm not working right now.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, and you worked down in the Bahamas, right?
Yeah, close enough. St. Martin, same thing. Who cares?
Yeah. Sorry.
We're off to a hot start.
So even though you can only see my face like this last time, like you were able to discern that I'm a really great athlete, and you were like, dude, maybe you should like try to be a pickleball instructor. So I've got an update on that. I got hired as a pickleball instructor.
Let's go, dude. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Well done.
Sadly, I got fired yesterday.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What
So this is actually
happened?
what I'm calling
Fired?
about because I was a little confused about why I was fired. So I sent the head of the school, I think it's Next Serve Pickleball, an email. And I just kind of want to read out the email chain to you and see if you can kind of figure out if this makes sense.
Okay, let's hear it. This is
Okay. So I email him. I say, "Hi, Chris. I was informed by Emily earlier that my contract is going to be terminated. hoping to be able to shed some light and clarity about why this was going on. And he hits me with, after reviewing your time and gathering feedback, the decision was made based on a few key concerns as a school with a specific focus on developing pickleball skill strategy, gamemanship, yada, yada, yada. Your goals don't align with ours. And I was kind of confused by that. I was like, that's a really vague answer.
Teaching him like illegal moves?
Yeah.
So
tell him
I
just
asked
put your
him,
paddle
I
down.
respond back. And you guys can interject because there's one more email after this. So I'm looking for your feedback.
Okay.
Hi, Chris. Can you be more specific towards how my instruction did not align with the school goals? I saw great development from my students in the past 3 days, and I'm not sure where I went wrong. Best, Luke. And he goes, well, Luke, I would have preferred to handle this a little bit more professionally, but since you have requested for clarity, this requires a little bit more of a direct response. Your termination was based on serious and repeated deviations from our school's instructional standards. Despite clear expectations, you chose to ignore the curriculum and introduce your own personal philosophy, which you labeled Luke's tenets of pickleball. These were not only misaligned with our goals, but they actively undermine the integrity of our program. To be specific, your Bullseye initiative, where you encourage players to disregard trying to hit the ball in play and instead have them aim at opponents at the net and shout bullseye after hitting them, is dangerous, unsportsmanlike, and completely inappropriate for instructional environments. I think it's just old school versus new school on that one.
Yeah.
But then he goes on and he says, your call your lines as you see it rule, which advised players to call close shots that were out in their own favor due to a lack of referee, promotes dishonesty and undermines the respect-based foundations of pickleball. Agree to disagree. Okay. And the cerveza serve rule, where players who faulted were required to chug a beer or hold one until finishing, is not only unprofessional, it's absurd in a youth instructional setting and raises serious liability concerns. And so I just want to state for the record, I didn't have any kid chug a beer. Okay. I did have them hold a can though, because if once they get to legal drinking age and they're going to be playing pickleballs with their bro, they're going to have to learn that skill. So it's like a now or later.
It's kind of like better
going here.
Better
He
to
really
learn it
dug
from
one in. He
being out
goes,
on the streets.
your practices show a clear lack of judgment and disregard for the safety and development of our players. Additionally, your behavior towards colleagues was concerning. There was multiple reports from parents and coaches that you were making inappropriate dink jokes, such as telling another coach that your dink game is too short, and I'm not talking about your pickleball. I just think that's a good joke. Like, I don't know. And then finally he said, and most importantly, your skill level and attitude did not meet the standards or expectations. You lost repeatedly to junior players while demonstrating frustration, despite applying your own questionable tenets, which highlighted both a lack of competency and composure. And your termination was both justified and necessary.
You know, here's the thing. I got to say, up until the last 2 points, I was heavily on your side.
Yep.
Look, if you're a winner and you were out there making skillful shots,
Right.
then I would even advise you to hang your own. What do they say? Hang a sign or hang a shingle. Start your own business.
See, I'm thinking about doing that actually.
gotta
I just
Cobra
responded to that whole
Yes.
thing. I was like, do you
Gotta
think you'd be able to
Cobra
write me a letter of recommendation? But he hasn't responded.
That's the right. Caleb is onto something. That's the right answer. The right answer is you go, cool. Why don't all the dorks stay with you, and I will start a badass pickleball school for kids that want to win.
Yeah, because you were training assassins out there. I was like, yeah, you go at them. If they're going to be in the volley area, hit them with the heat. Hit it at the feet, but with heat. I get that. But it did sound like this guy had a philosophy. It sounds like your philosophy is definitely not running parallel to that. But
I will say my knee jerk was it sounds like this guy hates winning.
Mm-hmm. When I got interviewed, Rusty, that's exactly what I looked at Chris and I said, this guy's not a winner.
But Luke, we have to call a spade here. How young were these kids that you were having hold beers?
yeah, and I mean you got to just.
It was only the 9 to 10 division. Okay, there was no 6-year-olds. 9 to 10. Okay,
I mean,
and trust me, I was the only one drinking the beers, and they were empty cans.
Yep. You know, you just got to have them hold a water bottle or a Gatorade.
It does. Yeah,
this is bad news bears.
I understand from a legal standpoint, holding the beer probably was not the best move, but as a forward thinking trying to develop the youth of pickleball, they're going to get crushed if they're not used to that cerveza serve rule.
Were they fine with you drinking as long as you didn't have them hold the beers?
Not really. A lot of the other coaches didn't like me for the most part, but I was just kind of had your attitude. I was like, these guys don't want to win. These guys don't know. Number one, they didn't even know about the cerveza serve rule. So I was like, I'm the smartest player here.
Yep.
You know, I got to commend you on your philosophy. I got to commend you on your Luke's tenets of pickleball. But I got to say, you know, it sounds like I got to be on the side of it. And look, I'm not a company man, but I got to be on the side of this pickleball company here. But I do love that you went out there and you took a risk and you brought your own flavor to it. I think coming away from this, you know, you learn alcohol in a setting with minors, not ideal.
Right.
You know, every company has its own philosophy, and that's capitalism. They're going to bend you and mold you into what they want.
Right.
I think what Rusty said here, you find your own space.
And wait, what were you just saying? I just had
You find your own space.
And Luke, for the record, these are landmines we've all stepped on.
Yeah.
When you're making your way through life, you're going to make some mistakes. We all learn the hard way. When you're on the job, unfortunately, in this country, you can't drink around minors.
No.
That's like, you know, mistakes 101. We've all done it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm shocked that you were one, surprised, and two, doubled down and followed up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm going to play the ignorant card here because in where I'm living in the Caribbean, completely culturally okay to be drinking around minors.
I didn't realize we were in the
As a
Caribbean.
matter of fact, it might have been encouraged at the school, or not at the school, but.
So are these like young Caribbean kids, or what are we?
No. I'm currently back living with my roommates Francine and Mike in Canada.
Yeah.
Well, so
and I'm moving back.
Your parents, right?
You gotta, you know, when
Yeah.
in the same way that
Francine
when you go to, you know, an Asian country, you abide by their customs.
One in Rome.
When you're back in a country that discourages, maybe frowns upon underage drinking, or implying that you got to play by their rules. If you were back in the Caribbean, I think this is a no-brainer. You're not at fault here. But I do think, you know, we learned the hard way that some parents don't like that. So I do think maybe go out on your own, start, you know, the bad boys of pickleball, and make them wear all black.
Because so Luke, correct me if I'm wrong. You are going to be teaching in the Caribbean, and
Yeah.
So you can start your bad boys of pickleball league with like your students. You can like recruit them in your classroom and find out how
That's
you're going to
exactly what I was thinking of doing.
Yeah, Luke's disciples.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe just a little branding for you. You call it like Caribbean style. You let the parents know, hey, look, I'm going to be semi-buzzed for most of these sessions. And if they're cool with that, you know.
You go, listen. A lot of great teachers were drunk when they taught people. Do you want your kid to be good, or do you want them to be pretty good? Because it doesn't sound like you're even necessarily. What do you say, Luke?
I said I'd say every great teacher was drunk.
Yeah. Sounds like maybe you need to be more of like the CEO role, where you can have an office where you drink scotch.
Right.
And then you got to delegate and have like actual good pickleball players be the teachers here.
Like where your head's at.
More of a managerial.
Yeah.
More of a managerial role.
You were
front office.
You were heading in the right direction, which is life's going to come with these kids fast, and they got to know what they're in for when they're going to play adult pickleball. Yeah. So I don't mind getting them ready for that, but I think maybe Sierra Mist next time.
Sierra Mist.
Or something.
Yeah. I love that. Well, Luke, thanks for following up, bro. Best of luck. I think another word for mistakes or failure is experience. So you've got some here, and I think we chalk it up to that. So excited for your next venture, dude. Maybe you hang a shingle, get back out there, and thanks for keeping us updated, bro. Stay safe, and hopefully you're keeping those dishes clean for your roommates.
Yeah. Well, they're gone for a week. They needed time away from me, so it's been great. But thank you for the advice. You know what? Cheers. Have a great day, guys.
Cheers, bro.
Thank you, Luke. Call back next time. That was incredible.
What a character.
Great, awesome. Total character. What energy. I mean, I love that he's just getting after it, and he has his own tenets.
He buried the lead a little bit, though.
Yeah, I mean, also heavily surprised. He was shocked to receive that information back.
Or that he just didn't even know what they could possibly be talking about.
Yeah, maybe the alcohol.
He was like, I was shocked by this.
Maybe the beer around minors. Maybe.
That's incredible. All right, we got Kobe, and he sent me a little little blurb about what he's going to be talking about. And honestly, these calls have been perfect to have Rusty on. It's like universe.
That's what I was going to say. Usually we have a guest come in and head out, but just like I said, Rusty's the vibe master, dude. Rusty, I appreciate your time and you being here. You are welcome here many times.
Dude, my time is your time.
Welcome, Kobe.
But you're not getting out of here without a hug.
What up, Kobe?
Hey, what up, guys?
What
How
up?
you doing?
Thank you for waiting patiently.
Yeah, no problem. Great to be on. This is sick.
Hell yeah, what's going down?
Yeah, I'll just get right into it. The bald guy, Chiller, by the way, just kind of inspired me to call in. Because since he just graduated, I'm going into my to be a rising senior.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. And so for the last 3 years, like I've lived in the fraternity house, and now this year, moving into like real house, a shitter with like 4 of my good buddies. And I mean, first I just wanted to ask like how do we set the tone like right off the bat? Like what do we do like with each other, and then just with the house itself? Like we got a little yard in the back, we got some green space. Just figure out what to do to really get in with this.
Well, I think, Strider, if I may.
Please.
I think that your head's already clearly in the right space. A lot of guys move into a new house. They're not thinking, how do we set the tone? People forget about the tone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very important thing. That first week is gonna set a lot of norms, like what a day-to-day is gonna look like.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a follow-up question, Kobe?
Yeah.
Is there any slope to your backyard, or is it flat?
It's a great question.
No, it's flat. It's flat with a drop off.
Okay.
Okay.
Flat with a drop-off.
We can work with
What's
this.
on the other end of the drop-off?
It drops right on the sidewalk in the street.
Okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to your local hardware store.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to go to the tarp section.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get 3 of the 20-foot blue tarps.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are going to get the rubber stakes. Very important rubber stakes. You are going to nail those down into a 60-foot rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to cover that in Dawn dish soap. You are then going to get a sprinkler. Remember from running through them when you were a kid?
I'm getting stoked.
You're going to cover that. And then you are going to invite just your boys over.
I love it.
They can bring girls. It's not discouraged, but it's not necessarily encouraged.
No.
You are then going to play your favorite dance playlist and have a little slip and slide party. As the first nice day, you do that. I will say, the only time I've ever done this, I dislocated my shoulder, so be careful of that.
Stretch out.
But that was my own fault. I was trying to lay out and tan at the bottom with my legs open, and that was basically begging someone to come slide and punch me in the balls.
Yes.
And my shoulder popped out. But I would say slip and slide is usually my go-to for setting the tone, almost anywhere.
That's amazing, dude. That's incredible. You get all sudsed and soaped up with your boys. You do a wheelbarrow race.
Yep.
To the other side, you finish a beer, then you have to slide all the way back. You do a little compete, a little Olympics on there.
Exactly. Let's take this to the next level. You are now hosting a wipeout style party.
Yes.
There are obstacles on the slip and slide. The winner gets some sort of cash prize. No. Mm-hmm. The winner just gets a crown that they get to wear around the party for the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
Are you drinking an old fashioned right now?
Yeah, I got an old fashioned going.
Do you know how to make an old fashioned at home?
No, I'm a crazy side tangent. I'm in Scotland right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick. Dude, that's
Studying
amazing.
abroad for the summer.
What an incredible connection we have, dude.
Yeah.
This is great. The satellites are crushing it right now. Dude, I mean, bro, Rusty, what he just told you is a flawless plan, a flawless strategy. All I would say to second that is on the less fun details. And it sounds like you know these guys and you have healthy rapport. Just make sure the bathrooms are clean because, dude, when you have chicks over eventually, you're going to want that. And also, my secret move was I always had a GF, hid a toilet paper roll, have that hidden that no one knows about. You don't even use it. You
don't even remember.
You don't know where it is. You give it to her. You say, this is yours. More important than a toothbrush. She just has that there.
Yep.
That's going to be huge. So just keeping the place clean. Other than that, I mean, when do you guys enroll and can we cruise over, dude? Have Rusty and I over for a little slip and slide.
Hey, if you want to come into Missouri, you guys are more than welcome.
Dude.
Okay.
Is that on
I
the
like
college tour?
We'll see if our tour,
don't think so.
I don't know where the tour, I team up sometimes, but
I will say, this is doubly important now that we know that you're in the Midwest. You need to hit
Yeah.
it hard while the sun's out.
yeah.
And
Real
then
August.
when winter rolls around, we know that we can create some sort of sledding track.
Yes.
And have a winter games. The possibilities are almost endless. I would say use the terrain and the weather to your advantage.
Huge. Absolutely flawless advice. Rusty, I think it's it's fortuitous that you were here on this call. Dude, that's amazing, bro. Enjoy Scotland, dude. Like those where are you in Scotland?
I'm in Edinburgh right now.
Ooh.
Nice. Is the Fringe Festival going on right now, or when is that Fringe Festival that they do there?
I don't know. I just got in. I'm based in London, but just here for the weekend.
Nice.
But I
Enjoy
got
it.
I got a quick follow up if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I mean, first, real quick, I'll just say, like, last year, the guys that lived there, we were boys with them too. That's how we got the lease. And they tried to do a above ground pool in the backyard, but
They're
great
pros.
idea on paper, but quickly turned into a bit of a biohazard. Couldn't take care of it.
The slip and
So
slide is
I
the
love the slip and slide.
easy version
Perfect
of it.
middle ground.
Yeah.
College
Yeah.
kids with standing bodies of water,
Not
huge,
good.
do not go together.
As a former pool boy, I can picture the types of things that might have been in there. I had a pool in college, and our pool guy quit.
Yeah.
So I can imagine how gross that thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where West Nile virus was born. Probably not. I think it was the West Nile. In any case, it would reside there. Okay, so what you got? These guys, they did the above
Yeah,
ground
real
pool.
quick. So, I mean, for like the last 3 years, like super tight with all these guys. Like I've always been just like the yes man to go out, do anything. And now, like studying abroad over here this summer in London, I think I'm coming back to school with a girlfriend for the first time.
Nice.
So,
on.
which
Great.
is sick. Yeah, I love it. But nothing negative with that innately. But then now I'm just thinking like how do I what's the right merge between her and the boys and like figuring that out initially and like treading those waters right off the bat.
I mean, this is a huge time old
Yep.
issue. Luckily, you're living with your boys. You know
Yep.
what I mean? They're right there. The lady's going to have her own space. She's going to be crashing a few, probably times a week, whatever.
Does
going
she
back to her
like
place.
them?
Probably hasn't met them. If
She's never met him. Yeah, I never met her until I came over to London, but
But she
she
goes
goes to
to
the
your
same
school.
school. Yeah. Same
Okay.
program. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're in.
But back to the original question of how do we set the tone? An under thought of problem with your girlfriend is you need her to like your friends. You need your friends to like her. I would say get her over sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Make it the norm that she's there.
Yeah.
And get them to bond. Like my girlfriend and my roommate bond. I let them bond over things that I do that annoy both of them. So
easiest way to connect.
yeah, dive on the grenade. Like let them bond over like a small quirk that you have or something. But yeah, if the girlfriend's gonna be staying over, the house has got to be clean, or else she's only gonna want to sleep at her house.
Yeah.
And you want to be able to sleep at your house as much, if not more, than her house.
Yep. And then hopefully you guys can host some ragers. Maybe you host, like I love doing board games with drinking games.
Yep.
You host some stuff to get ladies over for your friends, and then your girlfriend's there. Her friends can come over, and I think you guys are just having fun, dude. I mean, you get yourself 60 nuggets from Mickey D's, dude, and you play a game. Is it nuggets or shots, dude? Oh, dude.
Everyone's like, this game sucks.
Yeah, and then you all throw up, dude. Yeah, dude. And then your quirk
Why
is
are
like,
we playing this? I would say another thing. Does she have a cool group of gals at your school? Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
From
you
everything
want-
I've heard and the mutuals. Yeah.
You want her to bring her friends over. Perhaps a romance sparks between at least one of your roommates and one of her friends. And then it's a lot easier to attack that as two guys, two girls, because then she's gonna want to be over when her friend Michaela's over, and she's hanging out with Bryce, and those things breed good vibes, and you want them to get along.
Yes. And are any of your boys, excuse me for lack of a better term,
Right.
cocksmen? Are they out there looking to just, and this is a college thing, meet a lot of ladies?
Right.
Because you could subtly be wingmaning for your boys and trying to get them into some relationships, which I think is always a good thing.
Yep.
And then you're all in relationships and you guys are just having you're a sophisticated man, sipping an old fashioned. You guys are sitting around having conversation. Maybe
Right.
you're talking about whatever you're
hanging out in
majoring in.
smoking jackets. I can already picture it now.
They're monogrammed. You monogram them with
Yes.
something sick. I'm really enjoying the visual there.
I would also, one final thing on the house, setting the tone, come up with a good name for your house.
Yeah.
Because all of my favorite houses to hang out in college had a name. We'd be like, we're going to Orchid House right now. We're going to, I don't remember the other ones, but you want to be the second most popular house. You do not want to be the house where you're waking up and guys are crashing on your couch.
Correct. And
You want to be the second most popular.
that's very true.
Pre-game, not the post-game house.
Yes,
Yep.
you're not the post-game house.
And you know what you can do? Make jerseys for your house. What we did is we made like soccer team, like Premier League teams, like whatever your street name is, like FC Willoughby or Real Sycamore or whatever lane you live on or Atletico, whatever. And you fucking make a sick jersey of it.
That's okay. That's the answer to your first
and
question.
you honor dudes who come over and party well, and girls. You can honor them by putting them on the team. And there's only throughout the year you will only give out however many are on a team.
Yep.
And you can get relegated if you upper deck the toilet. You've been relegated. So I think you're making no mistakes here, dude. I'm looking forward to your life.
Granted, passed down. We got a name for the house already.
Oh, what is it?
The Jungle.
Bang.
So
I don't want to party at the
good
gym.
ring to it, and we got a house right across the street, which is like where everybody rages. So both boxes checked.
Oh, that's amazing.
You want to be like a nice little safe haven, intimate cruise. Only people that know you can maybe leave the party and come cool down at the Jungle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, dude.
Well, thanks for calling, bro. Enjoy Scotland, man.
Appreciate
Good luck.
you guys.
Let us know, dude. Do that tarp thing. If you do that, literally tag Hug Your Bros, tag Rusty. Let us know if you guys do that event. I want follow-ups.
If it's happening in August, I might roll through.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
If that's cool with you.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Okay.
You guys are welcome at the Jungle anytime.
Oh, baby.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Jungle. One final thing. This will take 5 seconds. You guys maybe lean into that, and you all have like leopard print stuff.
Leopard print smoking jackets.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
That's my final word.
Thanks,
Dialed
bro.
in.
Thank you, brother.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Cheers, man.
Keep us updated.
Late. What
All
a
right.
beast.
That guy's the man.
What a beast. That guy's cool.
fucking
That guy's
rules.
cool. I want to live with that guy.
I think we got time for one quick caller. Rusty, you good?
Yeah, what do you think?
staying?
We can go a little bit past this?
Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Is that cool?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, having a
absolutely.
blast right now.
Are you kidding me, dude? You can stay as long as you want.
All right. Thank you, everybody who's been calling in. Again, thank you to the chat. This guy, by your logic, said he keeps makeup wipes on hand for the gals. I think that's a good move.
Great move.
Yeah, but you want to tread lightly with the amount of feminine products that you're keeping in your house, because you don't want people to think like it's like when your buddy has like 100 condoms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, that's gonna.
They're like, how
really kill.
you're prepared for this?
Yeah,
little
you
too
shouldn't.
much.
You have to treat every time a woman comes over like you're just as shocked as.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you were
I
in
could not have
economics,
prepared for this if I tried.
Econ Neighbor, get one of those things they have in like in the bus stop bathroom or like a bar bathroom where it's you have to insert a quarter and turn it and get it out.
make money
Yeah,
out of it.
you're a real savage.
She goes to get a condom. You're like, can you get me a Marlboro Red while you're over there as well?
And a fake tattoo.
Yeah.
All right. Last caller of the day. We've had some great callers. Let's keep that energy rolling.
It's
Jack,
been a great app.
last caller. How we doing?
Yo, what up?
How's it going, guys?
Great,
What up,
man.
brother?
Welcome to Hug Your Bros. What do you got going down?
Thank you, man. So for me, I graduated college a year ago, and then now
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I studied international affairs, so I was working internationally, and now I'm back home. I'm from Portland, Oregon. And something that I want some advice on is that I feel like all my friends from high school especially moved out. So I've got like one friend that's got an apartment, but we don't have enough numbers to get a good card game going, don't have enough numbers to really do the things that we used to that were such a good time. And so it's been a little tough. I'm working remotely from the house, and I'll hang out with my one boy a lot, but we don't really have enough numbers to really do the things we enjoy, board games, stuff like that. So any advice? It's kind of a weird, I guess it could I don't know, like trying to make new friends at this age and I don't know how long I'll be home as well. So I'm trying to move out in the next couple months. So yeah, I guess that's kind of my predicament. So any knowledge you guys might have.
It's a tale as old as time.
It's so hard as an adult. People's lives are busy. People are moving. So difficult. I think like any sort of common interest type of thing that you can do. Sounds like you guys like board games. Maybe that translates into trivia.
Yep.
Maybe you go to a trivia night, you and your boy, just one team. You might even ask to team up with another team or something like that, which could be aggressive. Or if you see another team that did well out there, then you invite them to. You got to vibe. It's not easy.
I mean, my friend Willie D that you may know is hosting. He's spent so much time at this one bar doing trivia. They asked him to host next Tuesday.
Dude.
So you go out, you start a trivia team. Next thing you know, you're making some cash off of it. And who's the most sought after person at a trivia night?
The host.
The host. Everyone's like, I want to be boys with that guy. I want to be romantically involved with him. Anything that you can do. I suck at making friends. This is the third place that I've lived in. The second place where I've had to make new friends that I wasn't born with. And what I have learned, and I don't know if this is good advice or not, sometimes you can't force it.
No.
My best friend in the world knocked on my dorm room thinking it was a different dorm room. And sometimes chance encounters happen like that. I would say friends of friends. You got it. It's like it's the 6 degrees of separation thing. You're 6 people away from every person in the world. You got to meet your buddy's friends and then his friends, and you pick the ones you like to hang out with. But I would say there's nothing wrong with a small crew. Like,
no, and you're a leg up that it's you and your bro looking to like get 2 more bros involved here.
Bars. I would say maybe just go out drinking. Next thing you wake up, you have 3 new buddies.
And Portland has breweries. Dude, you go to so many breweries, you throw bags, you play bags, you play a game, you go, hey, you bros want to play or whatever.
Go play cornhole in matching outfits, and they're like, those guys seem like a hoot. Next thing you know, there's a line down the block to play you guys in cornhole.
Yep. You got to do that, dude. What do you got, Caleb?
I might have mentioned this before. One thing my brother's friend did, he was like, why does everybody join Run Club these days? It's because they just want to meet people. He was like, fuck running, I don't want to run. He just started a social drinking club. So he would just post up at a bar and have like a little flag in the air and be like, come here and we'll like grab drinks and meet new people. And
that's fantastic.
It's become a whole thing in Atlanta where like Wednesday night, Thursday night, drinking club, and they just go hop around in different bars and just meet new people.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
This is probably bad advice, but do you know Dan Carney? He's our buddy from New York, very funny. And he said he's at this brewery.
Oh, I know Dan. Yeah, Dan's hilarious.
These 300 people show up all in black all the time, and they're clearly coming from a run club. And he was like, you could just show up wearing all black. And no one would have known that you don't run. So maybe you find out what bar the run club meets at, and you dress like that. There are parties where, certain cups mean you're single, looking for new boys, looking for new gals. You could go to one of those. I still think the best way is just out in the wild, the way God intended. Buy a guy a beer.
Yep.
Make sure he knows it's just because you want to be boys, unless maybe you're into that. I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, I would say out in the wild, bars are usually where I've met good pals.
Yeah, and I think adding a little aesthetic flair to it, like Rusty said, like you guys, you have jerseys where you go out and you guys throw back. I famously was always like, wear a turtleneck in a blazer, dress like an assassin.
It's a conversation piece.
Yes, exactly. Be the conversation piece, and then have the energy to follow through.
I just had a fantastic idea. Maybe it's not. You tell me. What do people go out onto patios to do at bars?
Sig.
Smoke a cig. But everyone's doing that.
Yeah.
You bring loose tobacco and a pipe.
Oh, yeah.
You go out on the patio and smoke your pipe.
Yes.
And you're not doing it in a performative way. Eventually, another like-minded guy is going to come up and be like, dude, I got to know what's up with the pipe. And you just go, like, this is just if you start hanging out with me, you're gonna be seeing cool shit like this all the time.
That's pretty sweet.
You guys wear. That's a great move. Hawaiian shirts completely unbuttoned,
Yep.
chest flared,
There we
with
go.
a smoking pipe.
Yeah.
People are going to ask you what's going on. Maybe the manager of the establishment might say,
maybe he asks you to
"Gentlemen,"
leave.
He might ask you to leave, and that's not your space.
Right.
But I love just take swings, get
Like,
up at bat.
It's the friendship equivalent of peacocking.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to cast a wide net if you're doing something that is, you know, if I saw you on a patio smoking a pipe of tobacco, I'm going to come up to you and I'm going to ask you about it and I'm going to probably buy you a beer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
if I
Could you
saw-
actually try that and let us know if that works? Because that
Will
could,
do.
that could either be really good advice or,
That'd be amazing. And you also might develop an addiction, so be careful if you actually smoke it.
yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Big fans of the pod.
Dude, thank you so much.
You're the man,
Yeah.
dude.
Thank you, Jack. Call us back and keep us updated.
Dude, are they always this chill? The last like 3 guys.
These
have been
guys are great.
money.
These guys are great dudes, man. I've been
4 guys.
so fortunate to have these dudes and hitting us with questions that really affect all of us. So,
Yeah.
Thank you guys
think that's
for
about
calling.
it. Thank you, Rusty, for joining
Dude,
us.
thank you so much for having
before
me.
we get out of here and into our little moment of zen, actually, maybe cue it up, Caleb, and then Rusty and I will give a little.
Yeah. Make sure we hug it out.
No one
before
gets
we
out of here
go.
without a hug.
Actually,
on, man.
got some people asking about the shirt before we go into the moment of zen.
Oh
Why don't
yeah.
you talk about that.
By the
that
way,
shirt of yours?
Sonny's blocking here, but you see my hug your bro shirt here. Check it out. Shop Friday beers. Find it. I love it. Honestly, Jack, the other guy, both of you guys get these matching tees and go out in these matching tees and throw
Yep.
bags at a brewery. People are going to talk to you. Honestly, dude, ladies might talk to you.
Right.
So tell them to shut up. You're there to make friends.
And then,
Maybe don't do that.
Maybe say not now, ladies.
Yes, exactly.
On the prowl for some bros.
I'm busy.
and then real quick, just want to give some shout out to the chat. Maggie, Cream Jeans,
I love
Sebastian,
Maggie. I've met Maggie before. Or I've seen Maggie on other
Carmen, WTF, Nupples, a lot of great people. Sorry if I didn't get your name. Ben, you've been active. So just shout out to you guys. You know, call in whenever you're feeling like it. But if you just want to hang out in the chat, you know, always want to be sure to shout you out.
We love the chat, and then we love the feedback there too. So, if we miss something, whatever, please let me know, because it's bound to happen.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Now we're gonna send everyone out with a nice little
I got it.
signature moment of zen.
All right, here we go.
Thank you, bros. Remember, you're perfect just the way you are. Hobbits aren't. With big feet, they're tiny, but they have big hearts, and they have each other's backs. Thank you to Rusty for being here. Thank you to Caleb.
Thank you so much.
See you guys in the next one.
Last. Give me a hug, brother.
Bring it in. Love you, buddy.
Dude, that was a blast. Thank you guys for having me.
You come back anytime you want.